A great victory for democracy in India. The month long crisis in the Rajasthan Congress ended on Monday with rebel Sachin Pilot calling a truce with the party and dissident MLAs heading home. The state government was marked safe ahead of the August 14 assembly session after Pilot, who had rebelled against Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, met Congress leader Rahul Gandhi here and buried the hatchet. The Congress later said the two leaders had frank, open, and conclusive discussion, and Pilot committed to working in the interest of the Congress and the party government in Rajasthan. Party chief Sonia Gandhi spoke to Gehlot this evening and decided to set up a three-member panel comprising Priyanka Gandhi, Ahmed Patel, and K.C. Venugopal to address the issue raised by Pilot and aggrieved MLAs. Pilot met the panel members late in the evening. What was immediately clear was that Chief Minister Gehlot had succeeded in the battle of nerves with young Pilot, who ran out of options and decided to return. As Pilot brought peace with the Congress, rebel party lawmakers began returning to Jaipur today and meeting Gehlot, who recently said he would do whatever the central leadership decided in respect of dissidents. The best thing that happened in the failure of Operation Kamal by the BJP in Rajasthan is actually turned out to be the victory of democracy in India. Democracy has won in India's largest state, giving a boost to the Congress party's hopes of a nationwide revival. For this, the credit should go mainly to the decisive action by the two leaders who now command the highest degree of support within the party, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadera. They were ably assisted by the party colleagues, both old and young, in their reconciliatory efforts to convince Sachin Pilot into Agar Vapas. Pilot was a rising and respected young star in the Congress before he thoughtlessly raised the banner of revolt against the chief minister to whom he was deputy. Whether the revolt was at the bidding of the top national leadership of the BJP or the BJP exploited his revolt to mount at another operation Kamal to topple the government led by Ashok Gehlot is not fully known. It probably was a combination of the both. Whatever it was, it failed. Pilot's homecoming has ended yet another sordid episode in India's malfunctioning democracy, in which the purchasing of MLAs with offers of obscene amounts of dirty money and quarantining them in five-star resort has become the new normal since 2014. However, the Congress leadership cannot become complacent after its success in this internal conflict resolution. Where is leadership in the Congress? It has simply evaporated. This was the public perception when the Modi Shah skullduggery toppled the Congress led governments in Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh and installed BJP government in Goa and some other state, even though it lacked popular mandate. There was growing unease even within the rank and file of the Congress because of two consecutive debacles in parliamentary election, followed by a prolonged and debating uncertainty over who will succeed the hailing Sonia Gandhi as party president. Some of this despondency will disappear now that Rahul and Priyanka, acting with remarkable resoluteness and ultracity, have ensured that Pilot does not become Rajasthan Jyotir Aditya Sindhi, another rising star in the Congress who not only became a turncoat by defecting to the BJP but was also instrumental in felling the Kamal Nath led government in Madhya Pradesh in March. Therefore, if the Congress wants to recapture the imagination of Indian people, especially the youth, it must evolve a new organizational culture by empowering a new crop of leaders who are more idealistic and less individualistic. And since Rahul Gandhi is almost certain to return as party president, the sooner it happens, the better it is for the Congress. He and his close colleagues must keep their ears to the ground and develop a hands on approach to dealing with organizational matters. Without this, the Congress cannot become cohesive and combative political organization capable of warding off relentless threats from an unscrupulous BJP. The success of Congress party is the success of democracy in India against an autocratic BJP. In recent months, Rahul has shown unmissable combativeness in exposing the Modi government's failures. This, along with the latest success in Rajasthan, is certain to put some steel in the activities of Congress workers all over the country. Nevertheless, the party needs to do a lot more beyond criticizing the government. It must consistently and convincingly present its own positive ideas that address the nation's needs and people's concern. It is only the alternative for the common people to end their miseries inflicted on them by the current regime. There is also a big idea that Congress must pursue. It's time Rahul initiated effort for Ghar Wapas of another kind. He should appeal to Sharad Pawar, Mamta Banerjee, Jagan Mohan Reddy, and others who quit the Congress at different points to merge the regional congresses with the mother party. As an interim step towards eventual merger, there can be federative framework in which the Congress, NCP, TMC, YSRCP, and other like-minded parties of same culture and ideology to work together with a common agenda. On the basis of my personal conversation with some of these leaders, I can say with confidence that they are keen to see and work for the reunification of the Congress Parivar. Only a reunited and revitalized Congress Parivar can respond to the nation's call in these troubled times to safeguard its unity, defend its democracy, and protect its cherished constitutional ideals. If it happens, it will be the great victory for the democracy in India. More than for Congress, the defeat of Operation Kamal is actually Operation Kamal by Congress party in saving democracy in India.